Welcome back to Healthy Living for Life. We've been discussing formularies and prescription drugs with Mark Eichler. So let's talk about how a person can work with their doctor to find more affordable prescription drugs. Mark, should a person bring a copy of their formulary with them when they go to visit their doc?
Lisa, that's an outstanding idea. I wish more people would actually do that because that's, physicians treat patients maybe with 30 or 40 different formularies in any given day. So it's really critical that especially if you're a new patient or you're expecting a new medication to be prescribed for you, bring a copy of your formulary. Even if you don't understand it, your physician probably will and be able to help you with that. Excellent.
So communicating with your doctor about alternative prescriptions could be beneficial for you, right?
Absolutely so.
Okay. So what if you go to your doctor's office and they don't have time to review a formulary? We know they're busy, they're seeing a lot of patients, and that's just the way it is. What can you do as a patient?
Well, first of all, as a patient, I would hope that would perhaps never happen, that my physician, I would hope, have at least a few minutes to talk to me about my drug therapy because it's such a critical component of how my physician might treat me. So, but given that fact, you might at least engage your physician and say, if you don't have time today, I understand that. Is there a way that we can communicate via either email or can I call you back some other time after hours, whenever, I understand you might have a busy schedule today, but I really need to engage you about my drug therapy and what might be best for me or give me a way to save money based upon my formulary options.
Being an engaged consumer, that's important. So another question that comes to mind, can your pharmacist help maybe choose an alternative medication when you go to your pharmacy to fill your prescription, right at that point of fill? How does a pharmacist weigh into that? Are they able to assist with that?
Absolutely so, and perhaps even more so than a physician at times because they fill prescriptions for all kinds of people. They fill prescriptions for various formularies every day. So they may be a little more in tune to that particular formulary. They can inform you about cash prices, what your copays are going to be, whether if you paid cash outside of your prescription coverage, whether you might save money. Absolutely, the pharmacist is who you really, really need to engage in that process. They can help save you money as well as provide very clinical, in-depth support for you.
They might even be able to communicate with your physician about that too, if time permits.
Yes. Yeah, they can be your conduit to that physician.
Yes, good. So I know that some drug companies have drug coupons. In fact, I just saw an ad last night on the television. Of course, there's always, get a hold of us for assistance. Some are given out by doctors' offices and available online. So can you talk a little bit about if somebody starts with a drug coupon and they use it for a few months and then they find out down the line their prescriptions are going to be more expensive, for example? What's going on? What advice would you give folks?
That's a really pertinent topic these days with the prices of medications being so high, either copays being high or if you were uninsured, just the sheer price of the medication. So manufacturers' coupons are a way for manufacturers to discount or provide you the medication either at no cost or low cost. It's a way for them to get you on medication, for example, or if it's a brand medication that might not be covered by your formulary, there's ways to do that. Coupons can be a little misleading or a little deceiving at times because they might cover you or lower your copay or in some instances have no copay for a limited period of time, but after that time period is up, you may be forced with the full price of that medication that's now no longer covered by your formulary. So it's really important to ask your pharmacist about how that coupon works and what the ramifications are and the time limits that might be associated with it.
And there really might be something less expensive that is appropriate to use after that time.
Absolutely. I mean, how many ads have you seen on TV for new medications that you might become enamored with? You want to get that medication, you ended up showing at the pharmacy with that coupon for a free supply of drug. Well, you didn't know that medication might cost you $200 to $300 in the end.
Yes, absolutely.
Absence of a coupon.
So a lot of times brand name medicines have a generic available. Are generic medicines always less expensive than the brand names?
In general, they are, but there are instances when the generic medication may not be. And there's some reasons for that. Sometimes when a brand name medication becomes generic, manufacturers will have an agreement with the generic company, and they will authorize a generic company to make the generic and give them 6 months of exclusivity. In that 6-month exclusivity period, the difference in price between the brand and the generic may only be 10 to 15%. So, especially on new entries into the marketplace, that may not occur. As well as some formularies, because of rebate situations with the manufacturer to the health plan or insurer, may actually prefer a brand over a generic, so it may be cheaper for you as the consumer to actually use the brand because your copay might be lower because the brand is preferred over the generic.
Okay. Can you talk about sticking with one pharmacy? Is that a good idea, to fill all of your prescriptions at one pharmacy?
Absolutely. In my opinion, it's critical to use one pharmacy if you can. There's all kinds of reasons why people choose their pharmacy: cost, convenience, but those are societal norms about we always want to get things the cheapest we can, and we always want to get them the quickest we can. But in some cases with your health, and especially your prescription health, that's not always the best idea. A pharmacy has your complete drug history and picture. They know you, they talk with you, so it really is a good idea, whenever possible, to use one pharmacy and choose that pharmacy wisely.
Excellent. Just in a few sentences, can you hit on drug discount cards?
Sure. Much like the coupon, a drug discount card uses very similar mechanisms. Sometimes, if for the uninsured, for example, a drug discount card may offer an opportunity to get a medication at a lower cost. Again, it's real critical to have your pharmacy perhaps run that discount card against a prescription, so you know exactly what you're going to pay before you actually pay for it, because if you leave the pharmacy and actually pay for it, you can't return that medication.
Good, excellent information, Mark. Thank you so much for being here today. I want to thank you for tuning in today as well. I hope you found our show helpful. Until next week, stay fit, stay well, and stay healthy with Healthy Living for Life.
Healthy Living for Life is brought to you by Mountain Pacific Quality Health. We'd love to hear from you. If you have suggestions for future programs, visit our website at mpqhf.org or call us at 406-443-4020. You can also catch us on YouTube by visiting our website and clicking on the YouTube icon. Special thanks to Fire Tower Coffee House and Roasters. Production facilities provided by Video Express Productions.